what's going on, guys? So, got a review for you guys, as you can see, for She-Hulk. This is the good one. This is the Daredevil episode, and man, it lived up to the hype. It really did. It really lived up to the hype of seeing Daredevil. I was just mostly excited for him making his MCU debut here. And it fit well within the episode. But as you can see, this is She-Hulk episode 8, or She-Hulk season 1 episode 8, titled Ribbit and Ribbit. Now, I know I just said, sound like I said it twice, but no, the first one is Ribbit, as in like ribbit, like a frog, and then is and rip it. But when you say it like regularly, it sounds like you're just saying ribbit and ribbit and rip it. Like you sound like you're saying ribbit again, but it's actually ribbit and rip it. Synopsis says She-Hulk represents Leapfrog, who was injured due to a malfunction in his costume-made super suit. And like I said, as you see, Leapfrog makes his debut in this also, and basically his super suit made by the same guy who the guy who apparently makes everybody's super suit. He including Daredevil's. He basically made this suit for Leapfrog, and Leapfrog's suit malfunctions in a way, but it might be because maybe not because of his doing, maybe because of Leapfrog. You gotta watch the episode to find out. But there is a malfunction, and it's comical the way they do it. But yeah, he comes to it shows how this encounter took place, and it shows basically how what happened, how this whole thing came about, and the lead up to the malfunction. And then once it happened, you see it transitions to him, to him telling She-Hulk basically what we were seeing was just his recount of what happened. But obviously his recount, as you hear him talk, his recount is not reflecting what we're shown. We're shown one thing, and his recount is another. His recount is basically making him look good. But when we are shown his, what happened, we are shown that he pretty much got his butt whooped, and that it wasn't as glamorous as he's made it out to be. But She-Hulk takes him as a client until she found out that his suit came from the tailor guy. I can't remember his name, but he basically she feels like this is a conflict of interest because he makes her suits, and that she knows that if she represents Leapfrog and tries to shoot him, he's gonna get mad at her and not finish her suit that she's gonna wear to the gala, the silver one that we seen her wear as She-Hulk in the trailers. So basically, her boss tells her, okay, after a while, after trying to tell her that it doesn't really matter, but then after a while he said, okay, there's a way around it. If you could get him to agree, you go talk to him and he agreed to something, then you could actually just drop the charges. You don't have to sue him. And she tries that. She tries to go talk to him. She tries to go and, smooth it over. But it doesn't go to whereas he gets pissed as she thought he would, and basically gets mad that she's basically accusing him of having faulty, making a suit that's faulty and doing all this type of stuff. So he rips up what was going to be what he already had done of her dress for her nomination award for Lawyer of the Year, and basically tells her that he hates her now, and then he'll see, and they get into an argument. It was a funny little back and forth argument where they say, "Okay, I'll see you in court," and this is where the episode gets good, because this is where Daredevil comes in. So they get to the court scene, and basically she's there with her client Leapfrog, and he's the dude that makes the suits. He's there by himself, and they confused her. They asked him like, "Are you gonna represent yourself?" He like, "No, I have a lawyer." And they were like, "So who is your lawyer?" And he says he just goes like this and points toward the door, and just like right on cue, all of a sudden you see Mr. Murdoch himself for making his official appearance for the first time since Spider-Man No Way Home. Uh, he basically is the lawyer for the guy, and he gets in there, he tears down Jennifer's whole defense plan. And he cheated a little bit because he uses sensory to sense something that actually puts Jennifer's case in more jeopardy. He get like everything they little motion to see if anybody else super suit got had malfunctions, all that type of stuff. All those motions she was trying to get, he just tears that down. It was a good lawyer. This was a good episode with a good lawyer versus lawyer. Like you got to see two famous lawyers in the MCU, Jen and Matt Murdock, go head to head, and it was just the lawyer scene alone was a good scene, but it gets better. So pretty much after that, some things are revealed and whatnot. You find out that taken the Taylor guy, and and someone calls Jen asking for help, and the person who's asking for help is the person driving the car from the trailers when we seen where Jen stops the car with her leg and Daredevil flips off of it. That person. The reason why Jen gets there is because that person in that car calls her and tells her they need help because somebody's attacking them, and the person that was attacking them was Daredevil. Also, there was before I continue further, because you need to know that there was also a bar scene after Jan case. There was a bar scene with her and Matt Murdock as they was laughing and connecting with each other. But then, once she got home, that's when she got the phone call, and thus she had to shoot. This is the debut of her MCU debut of her suit, her She-Hulk suit. And she suits up in her She-Hulk suit, and after some encouragement from Matt Murdock at that bar scene, and she shows up in full, like I said, full She-Hulk costume, and that's when it was funny because as soon as she got it, that's when you saw like the scene from the trailer where she just sticks her leg out, then the car crashes and Daredevil flips over, and then she and Daredevil begin to have this awesome back and forth fight, where it was like they really, like, you could tell he wasn't trying to attack her, she's trying to attack him, but she realized he's only like evading and on defense. So she could tell it don't seem like he's a bad guy. She just assumes he's a bad guy because he's dressed like the devil. And that's even a conversation they had once, is realize that the person he's after, the reason why he's after this person did something. This person is really the culprit for the kidnapping, and thus Jennifer then teams up with him, and they had a conversation about his color scheme, like why he looked like a mixture of ketchup and mustard. That's actually a dialogue about how his costume looked, and they even had a funny scene where he was like, "I'm Daredevil," and she was like, like, that awkward. Yeah, I never heard of you. But yeah, so this leads to them teaming up. It was a fun fight scene. Some things are revealed in that fight scene too. Yeah, then they team up. They team up. They go save the guy. She has some hanky panky time. And then it was a funny scene. That scene was funny with Daredevil doing the walk of shame. I'm trying to figure out what else happened. Oh yeah, so they even alluded to the fact that like it seemed like that was like it'd be like the conclusion of the episode. Jen breaking the fourth wall, telling you, hey, yeah, I feel like this episode should have been over by now. But then we got the gala. And she even, fourth wall breaking, she even alluded that it might be a twist. She started listening on Twitter. She gave hints to a red Hulk, to a red She-Hulk or Hulk. But yeah, we get to the gala. We get the scene from the trailers where she's posing her silver suit, her silver dress, and she's at the little award ceremony. I keep calling the gala, it's an award ceremony for best lawyer of the. I guess it's both a gala / award ceremony for best lawyer of the year. And she's surprised to find out that she's not the only person nominated, and then she's not even the only person who wins. Like her and a whole bunch of people just got up on stage, even including her colleague, the lawyer lady who represented her in that one episode. They all was on stage basically giving an award. She thought it was just gonna be for her personally, but it was for her and multiple people. And then I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, then we got another payout to the whole, that online forum that hates She-Hulk, and we got that was like the big old reason why this was the big cliff ending hanger thing, was that during her acceptance speech, the group struck. They took over, like, again, behind it was like this big screen, and they took over talking about how She-Hulk stole the power from Hulk, and that they even slut shamed her and whatnot, and then She-Hulk this is what made the scene. For the first time, She-Hulk loses control, or as in Jen. No, she doesn't lose control like per se like Bruce, where she loses control and like her Hulk form is just in control, is not even her anymore. But it was similar to that, where she was so overcome with embarrassment and then rage at the same time that it was kind of sort of like her Hulk form kind of just took over, and she was just basically like out for blood. And if you see the scene, you know why what builds up to it. And then it ends with her looking at the screen as she realized people got guns and stuff to her, and she's like this, and she just looks at the screen like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, she's not even breathing angry, now she's just in shock that she just basically lost control. But yeah, this was a fun episode. I didn't disappoint with Daredevil's official debut. We already had Matt Murdock's official debut, but now we got the whole package debut of not only Matt Murdock but his superhero persona, Daredevil. This was a good episode. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 just because I did have fun, and the ending was lovely to me. I love that ending. And yeah, you let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode of She-Hulk, and if you enjoyed, then you know what to do. You hit this button right there in the upper right corner for all of my season 2 reactions. And if you enjoyed the video so much you want to support the channel, all you gotta do is hit those buttons, guys. And as always, hit any one of these videos or video for more of my amazing content. But don't go anywhere, because I got more coming at you. Peace.